Good morning, everybody. Mike Bakke, Princetontrader.com, here for ntmarkets.com with your Friday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, jobs report is today, 8:30, so in a couple hours. What we're seeing right now is we saw a move, we saw a continuation of lower band ride. We saw a move down past the third standard deviation band, um, and a low that's kind of stuck and turned from a bounce into a little bit of a sustainable rally. We're seeing some bullish follow through. Now, all of this is qualified by the fact that you've got a big number coming out at 8:30 that could either push this higher or send it right back to where it came from. So we are bouncing now. Whether that becomes a sustainable rally remains to be seen. The Bollinger Bandwidth this morning is right a little bit over 4, so it's getting to the area where the bands are starting to be expanded enough to allow for a reversal. There's been a ton of technical damage done to this chart. We spent 2 days here dealing with the 20-day simple moving average, the middle band, which failed. We then spent 3 days dealing with the 50-day exponential moving average, which failed. Now we've bounced off 18, and just full disclosure, I'm long 22 half. So we got long the lows down there. We've taken a bunch of profits, but I still have a decent sized runner that I'm just letting work for now. I'm not going to take, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say I'm not going to take any off into jobs. I'm probably going to take a little more off before jobs because I'm up about 25 handles here. So, and with jobs, well, we'll get to that in a second. What we're doing now is we're testing the 100-day exponential moving average. So we'll have to see whether this is an area that will also fail, like the 20 and the 50, or whether we're going to get back over and go back up to the 50. Once you get back up to the area of the 50 and the middle band, the area basically 1870 to 1875, which is what it would be at that point, you're talking about very strong resistance. The likelihood that we V from here and make new highs is low. It's always possible because the bears are the bears and the bulls are the bulls, but it is not a high percentage outcome in my opinion. So our Globex high, 49.75, right up to the 100-day, and that's going to all hinge on jobs. Now, if you caught the lows yesterday, like a lot of our members did, keep taking profits off into jobs. I would leave a runner though, in case we get another, decent sized pop over the top based upon the reaction. What you don't want to do this morning is you don't want to game jobs. And by gaming jobs, I mean, come in and you say, well, we've done 1918 to 1949.75. So I'm going to take a bunch of contracts and I'm going to short the mini because, I don't know, and you come up with a myriad of reasons in your head based on your, quote unquote professional economic analysis for what the big boys are going to do with this jobs report. And I'm telling you right now, you don't know what they're going to do. We as individual traders or small office traders, we do not have the contracts or the juice to move the jobs report. Our job is to figure out what the range is going to be after the report comes out, find a setup, and trade the setup. That's what we do in the room, and it's worked really well for us versus planting our flag at 8:29 in the morning and saying it's going to be up or it's going to be down. You will either have a very good day or you will have a bad day. And whether you're right or wrong, typically the way it goes for most traders is if you guess on jobs and you nail it, you're probably going to dump the whole thing by about 8:45 in the morning because you just got away with one. Okay, you're not going to let it run. On the other hand, trading psychology says that if you're wrong, you're going to hold it because you did all this expert economic analysis and you just have to be right, and you will hold it into oblivion. So it can potentially be very damaging to your account, which is why we strongly recommend every month when this comes around, don't do it. Don't game jobs, wait for the reaction, trade the reaction. So we'll see what happens at 8:30. Everybody have a fantastic day. Have a fantastic weekend. Follow us on Twitter at Princeton Trader. Come check out the website, Princetontrader.com, and come check out the chat room. We had about a dozen people start up yesterday. There was a fantastic write-up by my trading partner, uh, uh, Spring Hill Jack, over at channelsandpatterns.com. Go check that out. And come trade with us. We would love to meet you, and it's a fantastic time to start, and I look forward to seeing everybody in the room. I'll be back Monday morning with another webcast. Trade them well.